So in this video we will learn how to set up email on Merging Maps platform, namely how to set up the environmental properties needed to configure a given SMTP server. In this case we will use a small development or testing type of server called MailDev. So it is a very simplistic approach because this server does not need a username, etc. So we will just add a few options, no extra security layers like a normal TLS security layer on a enterprise level SMTP server. But this is just to highlight you how the configuration on Merging Maps works. So first and foremost, we need to change our settings on the production environmental file. So we go to our production environmental file and we navigate to the email options here. Sorry, they are here, and we will add quite a few that we will need. We will not enable mail debugging because it's not in it. This is only needed for development purposes or testing purposes. If you want to have a mail bind carbon copy address, you can set it here. In this case we will not need it. So basically an extra email box where all the emails that are coming from the Merging Maps platform that will be here. This is the mail default sender, so probably on your enterprise you will have like a email account, something like merging@yourcompany.com, something like that. This will be like the default email account used. In this case, I will use my own email account here at Lutra Consulting because it's where I have everything set up. So in this case, as I told you, this is a very simplistic email SMTP server, so no password is required. The email port is different. In this case, I believe it's 1025. The mail server, we will call it Merging Maps Mail Dev. It's the name of the service that we are running on top of our merging platform here on our training videos. Very important, we need to disable the mail suppress, or in this case enable email sending, so this needs to be turned to false. This also needs to be false because by default it's true, so by default the emails are sent with TLS encryption on. So in this case the MailDev server does not support it, so we will disable this. So this is only in this case, of course. So in the normal case you should use a TLS type of SMTP server, and I believe this should be it. Just let me refresh my memory here in order to check if the email ports are okay. So yes, the email port is 1025. Okay, so it's okay. So now what we need to do is to do a recreation of the server salary containers, since we modified our environmental file, and you can specifically target those containers or Docker services. But if you have changed the file, and all the dependent containers that are reading this file will be automatically recreated if you do again a docker compose up -d. So as you can see, it is recreating the salary bit, the server, and the salary worker containers. From here, we will again go to our server check CLI command tool in order to check if the email function is working as expected. So now we will do a docker compose execute on the server container, and we open a bash terminal here, and from here we will go and do the Flask server check. So everything seems to be working okay. And now we will go and test the email setting. So the option is send check email, and now we need to specify a given email address in order to do the test of the email service. So I use my own email here, and we will test things out. So it's green, so it says that the email was delivered to the salary runner. So the salary is, as you know, the container behind all the tasks in merging maps, and sending emails is one of those tasks. So if we navigate here on the mail dev interface, web interface, we can see that email originated from my email. So this was our setting from, and this was the email that we were targeting. So the same email address. So this is just a testing, just to show you. And if you have this configured, this is the, let's say, the default email that you will receive when you are testing the send test email over the CLI tool. So this will be basically what you receive in order to test if the email service is correctly working on your merging maps instance. So this concludes this small video about the email configuration.